YouTube, what is up? It is your boy Duke, back here from sportsgamers.com, and in today's Madden 24 video, I got an absolute banger for you guys today. I'm about to break down and reveal the biggest and best coverage defense tip in the entire game. Now, I always get asked, hey Duke, can you use zone drops and play match at the same time? And the answer is actually yes, you can. And this can allow you to do some very cool things on defense. So before I explain how to do this and show you guys what you can do with this crazy tip, I want you to do me a favor. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, like the video, comment. All the support really helps out a lot and helps me be able to continue to do these types of videos for you guys. And this is going to be a very, very helpful video. So strap in. Let's get straight to it. Now, first of all, there's different scenarios in which you're going to want to play match and different scenarios that you want to play zone drop. So, first of all, in order to be able to do this, you need to set some specific coaching adjustments, guys. So, if we go in here to our coaching adjustments, and we can apply this to numerous different defensive formations. We can go ahead and put our zone drops for our flats on say 30, and then go ahead and put our curl flats on 5. Hook zones on 10, whatever we want our zone drops to be, but then also turn match on. Now, I'm going to show you guys how you can access both zone drops and match coverage once you break the huddle, whether they audible, no huddle, whatever you want to do. I'm going to show you guys how you can utilize both at the same time and in what situations you'll even want to use, both. So you guys can utilize this tip from any formation you want to play match and zone drop from. So, for instance, if you like to dime normal, you like to play cover 4 quarters, cover 6 maybe, and also you want to have your zone drops and your match available at the same time, that could work. You could do it from big nickel over G if you want to use match from there. You could use it even from 4-3 even if you like playing the cover 4 quarters out of 4-3 even. So it really doesn't matter the formation. Just anytime you want to play match and zone drop, this is something you can do. For this purpose of this video, I am in the Kansas City Chiefs defensive playbook just because they have dollar, dime, 4-3 even, nickel. They have a little bit of everything I want to run, so that's why I like it. Now, first of all, guys, if you break the huddle here in your match coverage and you don't make any adjustments, because we have zone drops on, it's essentially going to be a cover 4 drop situation to where, you're just going to get a zone drop based defense and you're not going to get any matching. However, we can fix that with an adjustment. So you guys can see like right here with no adjustment, this is just cover 4 drop. Nobody matches. The corner route is wide open. Now, you guys know that match coverage is effective at stopping corner routes from compressed formations, certain tight end bunch formations. However, there's other formations that match just doesn't do a great job in that you'd actually want to use zone drop for, which we're going to explain all this in a second here, just giving you a little brief overview of what you can expect to learn. Now, so say we're going up against a tight formation, they're killing us with corner routes, and we want to play match. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and to play match, even though I have zone drops on, all I'm going to do is as soon as I break the huddle, I'm simply going to reset my play. To do that, you hit the audible button, which depending upon your system, like for me on PlayStation, that's square. And then once you hit audible, you see L2 says reset play. So you hit the icon for reset play once you hit the audible button. And nothing's going to really change play art wise, but now you're actually going to see your defense will match. So if I run the same play I used before with the streak corner combo, you'll notice that you're going to get the corner and streak matched instead of zone drop, and it's not going to be open. So if you guys take a look at the replay here, you'll see that my defense actually used the matching principles from the cover 4 quarters. Now, there are still some bugs in cover 4 quarters and match defenses in general. It doesn't work exactly the way we would really like it to in some cases, but it did get fixed enough with the latest patch to where you're not going to see like a lot of wide open players running down the seams. There still are some, honestly, the corner and streak could have got matched a little bit better here. It honestly didn't work the way it should, but I don't want to get too far into that because I'll make the video way too long if I get into all the little intricacies of who should really match who. But at the end of the day, you can see that the corner and streak did get matched, and neither one of them were open, right? Now you'll also notice here that the quarter flat, he's responsible for the flat, so he took the running back out of the backfield. Now in a situation like this, the 3-rec hook zone when you play match should be your user. And really what you're watching for is stuff coming over the middle. So like in a real game, I'm going to go ahead and use the post, slant, whatever I see coming over the middle, that's going to be my job, right? So while match is definitely very effective, you're going to run into players who know how to beat it. They know the counters to it. They know certain things to do that are going to give your match defense problems. And a lot of players that are better are going to no huddle you up and down the field, and they're going to audible to different formations and different plays. So you can't really be stuck in match defense a whole drive against a good player. Otherwise, you're probably going to get whooped. You're going to get beat at some point once they realize what you're doing. So that's why having match and zone drops available to you at all times is very, very effective. So as an example here, let's say someone was coming out in a regular formation that was, you knew how to match, whether it was spread, tight, whatever the case may be, and your match was good. You know, you were using match effectively, but then they realized you were in match and audible to a whole nother formation or something that you could not play match against because it just wouldn't work. An example of that would be like the bunch strong nasty, and a lot of people do this out of the Philadelphia Eagles playbook, which is probably the most popular playbook in the game right now, which I've broken down on sportsgamers.com. If y'all want to check it out, VIP members get access to everything, including my newest 4-man A-gap defense, which is the best defense in the game, bar none, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Check it out. But, you know, you can click the comment, link in the description, use coupon code DUKE for 10% off your order. Hey, just saying. If you want to get better at the game, that's the place to be. But, you know, this formation right here has 4 eligible offensive players to go out and route on one side of the field. That's known as the rule of 4. You have the running back, that's 1, tied into 2 receivers, that's 4, on the right. That means that even if I reset my play, which I already did, I already reset my play. I'll just do it again just so y'all know I did it. Match is not going to apply. So just being in a basic cover 4 defense against a formation like this that negates your match coverage is not good. Or somebody could use a certain motion that jacked up your match coverage. You know, there's still ways, even though match got better with the patch overall, that you can bug out match coverage with certain formations and motions. So if you see somebody is doing this, you need to use zone drop. And just playing a basic cover 4 is not good enough. However, we can, with zone drops, make it better. So what would I do in a situation like this? Well, we all know that people love to go to these formations because they know they can abuse the corner routes on the sidelines against match because, you know, when you do a corner streak, match will not work, right? Because there's 4 offensive players. So if I'm stuck in match, I'm screwed. But remember, I have my zone drops. My zone drops are on by default. So even though I can reset my play against, you know, formations that match works against to play match, when I want to play zone drop, all I have to do is put my zones out here. So what I do in this situation is just make sure I'm base aligned and put both of my outside corners in flats. Because I still do have my zone drops active if I don't reset my play. You know, I'm going to go ahead and have my 5-yard flat and my 30-yard curl flat. Cloud flat. My 30-yard cloud flat can take away the corner. My 5-yard route, curl flat can take away the quick flat. I can have the safeties over top in the cover 4, and I can use the middle. So I've essentially taken away both sidelines, both flats, and the middle of the field with my user in the 2 deep zones. Now, if they had a receiver split out wide, I probably would put the safety on that side of the field in a deep half, or maybe even a third if I had a safeties package, or the package that I could get those adjustments, just to make sure I didn't get beat down the sideline. But when the safeties are compressed, or the receivers are compressed, you can keep your safeties in the cover 4 zones and do a really, really good job. So I'm just going to click on my D tackle here, and I'm going to show you what's going to happen if they try to glitch your match and you actually use your zone drops. So now you guys can see that's not going to be there. That is, you know, broken up. Because I have a 30-yard flat on that side of the field, base and line backed up, he's able to drop deep enough to play that. Now you guys can see, you know, he's in pretty good position here. You know, honestly, he should have at least, I feel like he should have done a better job playing the ball, you know, but he's there. Now, I will say that one of the biggest keys to playing this type of defense is having tall safeties at corner. Most people who use this type of defense are using like Isaiah Simmons or Paul Krause at corner because they have high zone coverage, but they're also tall, like 6'3", 6'4". So, you know, there's a big difference between someone who's like 5'11", 6 foot, even 6'1", to 6'3" and 6'4". You know, even when people try to like throw corner routes over the top of 30s, which is very hard to do, there's a few that you can, but even the ones that kind of work, if you have a 6'3" or 4" dude over there, you're probably going to get it swatted or picked, especially if there's a pick artist over there. Is a lot more risky. So that's another thing you're going to want to look at is making sure you have tall players backed up in these flat zones for your best success. But anyways, this is how you're able to use zone drops and match at the same time to defend a lot of the more popular concepts and offenses on the game. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button. Until next time, it's your boy Duke, and I'm out of here.